So the theme of today's summit is Bharat, the next decade. We see the growth map for India charted out pretty well. But what are the factors beyond CapEx which can actually put force behind this growth?
I think there's a combination of several things that is required to drive this whole thing. And primarily there is, I would say, talent. People need to get together to drive progress. And of course, CapEx follows. And the people equation, as I see, is, let me just fix this. Sorry about that.
No, not a problem.
People equation, as I was saying, is the key to growth, apart from the capex that you mentioned. And there are a whole lot of drivers that we never imagined would propel us. And I would add, digital is the third key to our capex in hard infrastructure, capex in manufacturing, digital India, and talent. I think these, put together will drive us forward. Just to put it in context, on the manufacturing front, the large industries now, by and large, can meet their growth aspirations through internal cash generation. That is cash that the company throws up every year. It was not so just 20 years back. 20 years back, they said, we'll put up 1, 2 will come as debt. No longer. They say that we can put up the entire investment. Infrastructure is where I think most effort is now being put, and government leads. And government has been leading, for example, in the road sector. It's entirely government-led. In the rail sector, entirely government-led. But then as you go along to other sectors, let's take telecom, private sector is leading. Ports, airports, private sector is leading. Power, again, government and private sector is leading. Green energy, again, I would say joint efforts by government and this. So there is very interesting play that is happening in terms of sectors that need government support or getting government support and government push. Other sectors are encouraged to be driven by private sector. And then comes digital, which we have actually not counted so far. My assessment is that at this point in time, probably digital is contributing 8 to 10% of our GDP. In a full, I would say, developed stage, and that stage, given what heard the honorable ministers say, I think probably is 5 years away. A full digital force in India, that should contribute between 20 to 30% to the GDP, not of the GDP, to the GDP. Now you're looking at the last numbers, 8.4% was the number, and a lot of people are surprised, and most analysts had the number much lower. I was not surprised. I was expecting that number. And my own assessment is that the base is now going to be reset. So 8.5% is now going to be the base level of growth. And to that, I would add that 20-25% that will come from digital India. All its avatars as it well, everything, not just digital finance, but the entire digital spectrum. And if you add that 20-25% to 8.5%, you are well into double digits. Now you are well into double digits, the Viksit Bharat dream comes true, because you are compounding every 7 years then in terms of your GDP. So 4 becomes 8, 8 becomes 16 in 2 turns, just 2 turns. And you are then into a different orbit, as it were. So I'm extremely bullish that what we have seen so far is not a flash in the pan. A lot of steps have been taken. Industries have become much more efficient, much more productive, and now they have the full support of the government. Interest rates have been kept, I would say, at a very nominal level or attractive level, and you have got a growth runway. Because there is so much to be built in India that the 25-year runway, which was first, again, in a way, identified and articulated by the Honorable Prime Minister, appears absolutely something that is doable. You look around and we can see there is enough effort we need to put in for next 25 years. Because a lot of growth stories die down or peter away because there is nothing to invest on. But we will have a very long runway to invest on. So I would think that we are on the absolutely right track, and we should progress on this track for the foreseeable future.